So this is the Digimon accelerator. Pretty nice, albeit a little plain. Perfect. Let's start the review.
No matter who you are now, our future is gone. Monsters recreated all around. We have to survive now, sunshine is gone. What's left of the world live under the ground. But through the cold and fear, we see the dawn. We'll fight like the
Hey guys, Crave Collector 01 back today for another video review. Today I'll be reviewing the Digimon Accelerator, or Accel for short. This is my custom faceplate that I made of Wargreymon X. And that's one of the main appeals of this device is the faceplate. You can create your own. It is interchangeable. You can lay down the original template and make your own. It's also how you access your battery cover, and it just posts some ports onto the front. Pretty unique device, very small, compact form factor, but very cool. One thing to note, your reset switch is up here. It's not here. That is your speaker. Do not jam anything in there or you will bust your speaker. Your reset switch is up here. So anybody looking to get this, just know here, not there. You'll have to excuse my hands are a little dirty. I resurfaced some blacktop earlier today, and they're as clean as they're going to get. The rest was just going to have to wear off. So anyway, we'll get on into the device itself. We'll just go ahead and turn it on. Let's wake Wargreymon X up. You can see he's sleeping, and one of the good things about this device is you can change the time, and to do that you just hold down the X. That'll take you to the screen. You can switch it from AM to military time by touching one of the buttons, but to change it, super simple. You just hold the trigger in and hit the top button. We'll just set it to 256 so he's awake. Nice large sprites on this device. It can be a little hard to see on camera, but because the screen is underneath this plastic cover. And one thing to note is these get scratched very easily, which actually, for the sake of glare, here in a minute when I start going through menus and options, I may just take this off. So the main appeal of this device is there is no Digivolution time limit on this device, which is nice. It's all focused around this DNA scanning system, and once you meet the requirements for the DNA and you know how to cheese out to get what you want from the DNA scanner, you can get all the way through your evolution line fairly quickly. So we'll go through the options. One nice thing to note is you have your status. This just talks about your stats and your birthday. Unfortunately, there is no English to put your name in English, but you do have a forward and back, which is a really nice addition that a lot of devices of this style, the VPETs, don't normally have. So you can cycle forward and back, cancel. This is your items, training. This is also where your quest mode is. You have the lights off option and to clean your Digimon's poop. This is your connectivity screen. I'm not really sure what each of these mean. It does connect with other 3-prong devices like the Digimon Minis and the Digivice IC and Pendulum X. I believe that's an option for like each of these. You have your sound on or off, dedicated menu function. So to check your status, you just hit the trigger. You can see what DNA you have in your stores, or you can check your status of your Digimon. We've got Bandai Japan version. Hunger and strength is full. DP is at 200. You consume DP through eating DNA or battling. So you either have to wait a full 8 hours for your DP to restore, or I'm going to show you guys a way to cheese out a DP max. But one thing that you have to keep in mind is in order to feed your Digimon a DP max, he actually has to be hungry. So unless you're at the final evolution, I recommend almost not feeding these guys fully, keeping it maybe at about half or a little less, just so you can feed it items to build your evolutions. So we're going to do a quick jump cut here in a second. We'll go over the items. Top ones is items you have: meat and for hunger, strength. Bigger meat feels more hearts. Biggest meat. Then you got strength max, so you don't have to train. There's the DP max item. You feed your Digimon that, because once it runs out of DP, you can no longer feed it DNA. So you either have to wait 8 hours for the gauge to fill, or I'm going to show you guys a trick to cheese out this scanner here to get these items. So then here's your different DNAs. You've got dragon, beast, I believe that's just water, air, insect, holy, darkness, and machine. It's described as like machine dash mutant. So, and then these are different items you can pick up through the game. So that's about all for the base menu options. Mine did come with the Digimon plate. This is for beast energy. It's a little corroded, but the way you do that is just from the main screen. You squeeze the trigger, and you have the option to either scan for DNA or scan DDP, which is the Digimon plates. I'm not sure what the DDP stands for, so we want the plate option. We'll hit the trigger. We will touch it to this plate and squeeze the trigger. DNA capture. Oh, we got a battle. So next we're going to rev the RPMs with the trigger. So we'll see who we're battling here. We don't want to use it. You can cycle through items here. We're going to choose not to. I actually don't know who we're battling. That usually just gives me DNA. That's the first time I've actually seen it spawn a battle so far. Unfortunately, there is no way to fast forward this. That is kind of a drawback of this device, is you have to watch the entire battle play out. And the same goes for when you're in quest mode, you have to watch it play out. So we actually won that. So we'll see what we get. Well, we got a special item. Okay, so that's how you scan the plates. I'm gonna take this face cover off for the time being. That way you guys can get a better look at the screen. But pretty nice device. I really like the customization element of it, that you can, you know, do some things to make it your own. We'll do training. So here we train. You can just squeeze the RPMs all the way up to maximum. Then that'll train. That counts for at least 2 or 3 trainings normally on your strength meter. So we're just going to cancel out. So let me do a quick jump cut, and I'm going to show you guys some ways to cheese out some of the DNA in this thing to make your evolutions easier, because there's guides online that will show you how to get exactly what you want. And it's all according to what DNA you feed them. And once you hit the DNA cap, your Digimon will digivolve the second it eats the last requirement for the DNA. So we'll do a quick jump cut and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. So the first trick I'm going to show you is how to get a DP max concurrently. So what you want to do is you're going to get a little balled up piece of paper. It's just something that you can hit this middle switch with. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to DDP scan. We're going to access that. We're going to put our piece of paper there, and we're going to push down, and we're going to hit these 4 front facing 4 prongs. And there you see we got our DP max. You can only hold 3 DP maxes, but it's super helpful for when you want to kind of cheese out a level quickly, because you can just feed them that, your DP raises to maximum, and then you can just start feeding DNA. So the next trick I'll show you involves the DDP scan again with the balled up piece of paper. So we're going to do DDP, but this time we're going to push the middle, we're going to push every contact. That gives you 1 of every DNA. The maximum hold count is 9, but this is super helpful when you need stuff like mutant energy, which is hard to get a hold of. You can do that, just hold your finger there, do that 9 times, and you've refilled your entire stock of DNA. So now I'll show you some of the regular tricks I found on regular DNA scan. If we touch these back 4, let it light up, that'll give us dragon DNA. This can give you anywhere from 1 to 3 on this particular scan. And for War Greymon here, we'll do it again. We're going to scan DNA, but we're going to do the top 3. That'll give us holy. So that's a couple tips and tricks to get you to Greymon, because what you need to do is from your baby form, it requires 20 dragon DNA. So you'll just go into your menu, feed your Digimon 20 dragon DNA with the tricks that I showed you. You'll go straight to Agumon X. From Agumon X, it takes, I believe, 11 holy and 20 dragon. 20 is the maximum. So be sure that you feed your Digimon the lower counts of DNA first, because once you hit the 20, whatever resource is 20 is the maximum. It will evolve at 20 regardless, and you'll either meet requirements or not. So you'll want to feed Greymon 11 holy energy, 20 dragon energy. When he hits the 20 dragon energy, he'll immediately evolve into Greymon. I believe Metal Greymon is 6B, 6 holy, and 20 dragon. And then Metal Greymon X is, let's see, he is 11 mutant and 20 dragon, I'm pretty sure. But using those tips and tricks and just a little balled up piece of paper, you can cheese out this DNA scanning system very easily. You can get your DP maxes, you can get all your DNA. You can go from like baby to baby 2 evolves automatically, but you can go from child to mega very quickly if you just sit and cheese out the requirements. There is a de-evolution item. You can climb up and down the ladder, the Digivolution ladder, at any time. If there's a certain Digimon you like running more than others, you can de-digivolve. I can give him an item and de-digivolve him to Metal Greymon. So it's pretty nice. I'm not sure the lifespan on these guys yet. I've not had one die. This was my first run, so I just got this the other day. So I just want to give a quick overview and my take on it. I think it's a very fun device. The Digivice IC is one of my favorite Digivices or VPETs of all time, and this is kind of like a better version of that. It's very low maintenance. It requires very little care. I love the customization element that it brings. You can change these out. There's different versions. This is the Justice genome. There's a Nature, an Ultimate, and an Evil genome. But they're not too hard to get a hold of. You can get them around the $60 mark if you just kind of shop around. The main thing to be careful of is make sure that this top plate isn't too badly scratched, because it is kind of an integral piece and it scratches very easily. So yeah, real quick though, I will show you guys how to put your Digimon to sleep. You can sleep cycle this. You can keep it asleep if you want. We're going to change the time. And this is where the forward and back cycling really comes in handy. So we'll do 10, he'll go to sleep. Then we can just put him to sleep. The first one is the clean poop. The second one is turn the lights off, and he's asleep. And I can change this time back to 10. At any point, he'll go back to sleep, and he sleeps 10 hours, which is another very nice inclusion in here, that the sleep cycle is slightly longer on higher ranked Digimon, because I can at least go to work, put this guy to sleep, and then he's still asleep when I get home. So it's pretty nice. If you get one of these at a good price, I would definitely say pick it up. It's very unique. It's very unique. I like it a lot. But yeah, all in all, it's a very nice device. I like the trigger system. It's a lot of fun. There is a burst evolution if you hit these right. I've not been able to trigger it, but apparently there's like a one-hit move where you'll kind of digivolve for the battle and then back. I've not been able to trigger that on my own. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review and this quick look at the Digivice IC, or Digivice IC, Digimon Accelerator. We'll close this review as War Greymon X here battles this baby Digimon. And I thank you guys for watching. This is Crave Collector 01 with the Digimon Accelerator, signing out.